Hi, Sagittarius. It's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have an awesome reading, Sagittarius. And there's plenty of messages in this reading, right? It's not just, sometimes we see one or two, but there's several messages in this reading. And we start today, Sagittarius, with if you believe. All right. So, this card here is so important, and like these three words, right? So if you believe, things will go well for you, and you're going about your life in a good way, and you're being kind to people. But not just that, you're not it's basically your own thoughts, right? If you walk around with negative thoughts, and and you continue to say, I'm unable to do that, I'm unable, and or whatever, and or things don't work for me, then you won't manifest. It's a law of attraction. It's very unlikely you would be able to manifest anything like that, right? Unless your mom just leaves you a bunch of money, right? Because she was gonna anyway. And so I hope she's still with us, right? But my point is, if you believe, we have choose a new direction. And they're pointing, this couple here is pointing here up to this, like a star, kind of, right? It looks like a kind of a, some people might call it an orb, but basically some type of kind of a, like a star, or it looks like a breakthrough. Or, and then we have the Eight of Michael, and he's here's Michael the angel, and he looks like he's on her shoulders, but he's not. And this is, you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. This is the Eight of Swords, I believe, all right? So, because we know it's about restriction, right? And they call it Michael. That's okay. They can, right? And we have the Ace of Shells. This is the same thing as the Ace of Cups. And here's the tortoise, the sea tortoise, or the sea turtle. I'm not sure, but this is happiness and abundance. It's the beginning of that. And then we have commemoration. Somebody here is remembering you here, and they're choosing a new direction in their life. Now, somebody made a comment in the comments. This could be about remembering a loved one who has passed. It could be, right? But for many of you, this is also a love reading. And we see this woman here. She's these are little witches here in this deck, and the commemoration card. She's putting on this kind of costume, and the rabbits are here to talk about fertility. They are. Or maybe just Easter past. No, I think it's fertility. But it could be, right? Maybe they made up their minds on Easter, or you did. But the short of the long of it, right, is that she's looking in the mirror, and the birds are here on this little tree. There's a whole bunch of little birds here. And it's almost like they're bringing her messages, or she received these messages. She's looking in the mirror here, which hangs on a limb, right? And but this is remembering somebody, commemoration, like making it a big deal, like almost like, taking time out just to, it's almost like a ritual for her, right? So she's remembering somebody from her past and very beautiful days. That's what she's remembering, because the birds and the bunnies are there, right? Yeah. Here's the Sweet Temptation card, and we see these little, they're little witches, yeah, but they're, they're just like little girls here. They are, because they're all good witches. Yeah, they are. And that's a word that was manipulated a long time ago. There was nothing bad, and then they, of course, they manipulated the word. Many words are manipulated, so people will be confused. Sure, or follow a certain narrative, right? Yeah. And but the Sweet Temptation card is, they ate these strawberries, and they're in trouble. This looks like my little baby granddaughter right here. They're in trouble, yeah, with her little kind of light brown hair, right? But this little baby has a little bit of red in her hair, but they're in trouble because they ate the strawberries. They were supposed to go pick them and bring them home to their mom. And that's not what they did. They were smelling these strawberries, and they go, wow, I have to eat some of these, because if you've ever had really delicious strawberries, they're very fragrant. Yeah. Yeah, the ones down at the store, they might not be, right? Because, they've been processed, and yeah, it's just how it is, right? But if you go get them from a farm, usually, or, on your way to the country, usually they have those little fruit stands. A lot of times that is better fruit, right? And so, long story short, Sagittarius, they're in trouble here, right? So, somebody here remembers you and they want to return to you for abundance and happiness. And right now, this person they have chosen a new direction to be free, or they are implementing that now, right? It's either or. And oaken doors here here's the big wolf here, and he's dressed like a soldier basically, but he's fighting these other wolves, and he's fighting them. And this is like when you stand up for yourself, and it could be like a lashing out, even like, hey, no, I'm not doing this anymore. This is not what I want. These are profound changes in your life, your person's life, somebody who misses you dearly, or somebody in your family here who has gone through maybe death and transformation, right? Because that's what this reading is about, death and transformation. It is. Let's look at the Oaken Doors card. Let's see. They're talking about this tree basically, but this is dead. Well, this is him. That's his name, basically. This big wolf. Yeah, they called him Oak, pretty sure. But, and so this is when Captain Ulfar. Okay, maybe that's his name. But let's see. He knows he faces terrible danger, but he cannot refuse, for he has made a promise. When his crew storms ashore, the war cry, Oaken Doors, goes up, and they surge ahead, stoic and unflinching. This is somebody with courage because they're dedicated to something, because they made a promise. Now, they either made a promise to you or to themselves, right? I'm not sure whether it could be both. Some people make promises to themselves and they take years to, which is kind of tragic, but hey, that's how it is for some people, because of conditioning, because of family, because of circumstances, because of, they're stuck in a particular country, whatever the reason is, right? We're not here to really discuss the reason or, harp on anybody for not doing that. It's just the point is that sometimes it takes many years, or, maybe this is years. It could be months. I doubt this is weeks, though. No. And so it says Ulfar, this is Captain Ulfar, right? Embodies dedication to see things through, even if it means walking a dark path. That's what somebody's done here. They're walking. This woman's being freed from this gate, Sagittarius, and Michael, the angels, came to do it, right? So and she looks up, and he opens the gate for her. It looks like, and she's like, "Oh, you're here, like to save me, basically," but he's here to tell her, you're free. You can leave this place. You don't have to sit here and, be concerned about this or that. You need to walk your own journey. It's interesting because, I don't know if you guys know Silva, but, the Silva mind control method, right? This is to control your own mind, right? It's not to, for sure it is. And, I was at the seminar, and, there was this, they teach you to trust your intuition. You can hone your psychic abilities. Yeah, I mean, you guys might know this stuff, but, society teaches you that you may not. Yeah, and I like to use may because I don't like to use the other word CANT because it's a negative word. And your mind's listening to you, right? It's listening to you with your thoughts. Your thoughts create your reality and manifest your future. And if you have negative thoughts, that's what you're going to manifest, right? But there was a lady there who was in denial. And so she paid all this money. And, most people walk away empowered, trusting their intuition, leaving doubts and fears behind, things like that. Yeah. But this one lady was in denial. So that's on her, right? And, I could explain why she was in denial. It was very clear, right? Then I walked away and did her rune reading for her. And she was in denial because she didn't want to lose somebody. And if she walked her own path, that she might lose that person. In other words, that person really wasn't genuine. So getting back to this, Sagittarius, this Oaken Doors, this talks about this Ulfar embodying dedication. He is a hard taskmaster, but he will not judge you for falling. To Olfar, the only crime is to say, I will, and then slink away from your tail, slink away with your tail between your legs, having never even tried. Yeah. And that is the real failure. And that's what people need to understand, right? Yeah. And once you realize that, a lot of people, maybe not, I feel like not a lot, but some people know this. Failure is when you don't try. And learning is when you try something and it doesn't work out, and you might think it's failure, but you are learning and you are preparing for success, because pretty soon you're going to get it. You try again, you get up, dust yourself off, and you go again. Yeah, and that's for some people it's a no-brainer. For other people it's like, ooh, right? But we have karma, forgiveness, and paradise, and these are your person's cards, Sagittarius, right? Here's the karma card. Forgiveness here is the Buddha. Basically, it is this Buddha-like lady here, and it's supposed to be Buddha. This is forgiveness, and she's holding her hand up. We have the card paradise as well, and we see this paradise here. Somebody here feels like you are a karmic partner, and they're coming to ask for forgiveness. They are. I'm not sure what they did to you. But let's get into the reading, Sagittarius. We start with the Empress and the Ten of Swords. The Empress is here, right, with her, her funny hairdo, right, basically from, I don't know, the Victorian ages. I'm not really sure, but she's dressed like that, basically, especially with this high collar. Maybe it was, but maybe it was before that. But this is beauty and fertility, and we have the Ten of Swords is in your crossing energy. So we already have this oaken doors means fight. Go fight for what you need and what you want in your life. Because somebody's really tempted here and they can't get over you, Sagittarius, which is commemoration. Yeah. This woman is willing to wear like a duck or some bird costume because, It's interesting. She's putting on this helmet. Maybe your person's just really trying to feel you here. This is interesting here because in Silva, this is what you do. You can put on somebody's helmet to really feel the energy they are feeling. Really interesting, right? But this person here is choosing a new direction, and it has been difficult for them, or there's some type of war going on or fighting, something like that with somebody, I believe. And here's the Ten of Swords, failure and collapse. So this woman here is reading something to this other woman here, right? So this is a collapse. A collapse could be. This looks like a relationship that's ending. For some it could be. We hope nobody's health is collapsing. No, we hope that's not the case here. But the Ten of Swords is an ending here, and we see it is some type of something's failing. Something is, and the reason it's failing is because somebody is like returning to a place where they think their happiness is, or where their karmic partner is. Yeah, that's it, right? Yeah, for sure. Let's see what else we have, Sagittarius, and let's see. I hope you guys are all well. Yeah, I hope you're totally well. Let's see what we got. And for Sagittarius, right? And we're going to put some more cards here. Let's see what we got for Sagittarius. And what's helping you is the King of Cups. This is compassion and advice. Maybe your person is a water sign. This advice card, Sagittarius, talks about somebody's own advice, most likely. If you believe, right? This is like, of course, when you are wondering here, or, this if you believe card basically talks about if you doubt something, it won't work out, for sure. And have you ever doubted something and you're like, well, and then it doesn't, right? So, and it could be two reasons. You have psychic abilities where you know that this isn't going to work, but also it's really not meant to be. They're both kind of psychic abilities, right? It's really not meant to be. And so it doesn't work out. And so you could just feel it, right? You could just kind of feel, you don't feel really happy about it. There could doubts and just the overall feeling about it is not that great here. But this talks about if you believe here, somebody's following their own self-advice. Short story long here, right? And this man's here drinking. Maybe somebody's drinking a lot, but she's looking at him. And, you know, I feel like he might have asked her for advice. Maybe somebody has asked for advice. But basically, he's making the decision, of course, right? We all make decisions about our own life, right? We're not like little kids that, you know, tell you. You know, that used to crack me up when I would see kids telling other kids what to do. And these little kids, some of them were just control freaks, right? And I used to see that, and I used to think, how weird is that a little kid will listen to another kid say, go beat that person up or do this or, yeah, I mean, you know, I also, you know, went to the hoodie school, yeah, where there was nice kids and a lot of kids who, you know, came from really, you know, tough homes. But hey, you know, when you get older, you know what you know the difference between right and wrong, right? Yeah, I always commend people who do grow up in a tough situation and they turn out to be really nice people, right? You're like, you know what? It's emotional intelligence, right? Yeah, instead of being a thug or, you know, or just somebody who's angry and mean and, you know, yeah, let's see what else we have. We have the Knight of Swords, defense and impulsiveness. So here's the man with the woman here. He's holding her and protecting her. And here's the sword here. So he's holding the sword as he, you know, embraces, kind of, you know, protects this woman. And there's a man here kind of fighting for this woman. That's what this is basically. So this is coming into play. This looks like somebody is resisting somebody here in order to have a relationship with you or in order to return to you, in order to be with you. Somebody's fighting here for your love, Sagittarius. Yeah, they are. Yeah, somebody's fighting for your love here. And this King of Cups, compassion and advice, this is what's helping you. So somebody was like talking to themselves or asking your person, not somebody, asking, you know, the reading can be switched though, right? So you or them, most likely, once in a while, there's somebody else here very close to you, maybe a family member, something like that, right? But this is like, this person was, you know, seeking self-advice or asking your person, somebody here, for advice. And they were listening here. This is in your, I feel like this is self-advice here. Here's the man. Because if you believe is here, yeah. And this commemoration where they are totally like, you know, kind of honoring you, honoring the memories you made. Yeah, and it's right next to sweet temptation. Like, wow, I remember when those days were really, really sweet. Like I had fun. Or, you know, my wishes came, my dreams come true, right? Yeah, and this temptation means that it can typically mean that maybe you were a third party or a secret, right? Yeah, you could have been Sagittarius, but, you know, and maybe you didn't like that. And you said, you know, go pound sand, right? Yeah, which is, you know, impossible, right? You can't pound, you know, it's difficult to pound sand. Go kick rocks, right? You could have said, I like to do that, right? It's fun, right? You know, or like, I like to throw rocks, right? It's a ripple effect in a little lake down the hill, right? But let's see what else we have, Sagittarius. And we have the King of Pentacles, and this is leadership and prosperity. So, you know, she's wearing this white veil, and he's kissing her forehead. He looks like he married her, right? Definitely. Yeah, he looks like he married her. But hey, you know, I'm not sure if that's going to happen here. It definitely could, because there's, for some, this is what this person wants, because this is deep love. This is somebody who knows right away. This is the kind of love where if this person was returned to you, Sagittarius, and maybe this is years later, and maybe you don't look as good because you're older, and that's fine. This person is going to love you come hell or high water here. Yeah. Yeah, that's how this reading is. This is like, because this person knows you're a soulmate with this karma card. They know it, Sagittarius. And let's see what else we have. We have the Queen of Swords. This is independence and complexity. So this person is setting themselves free here. And, you know, she's sitting here, and this man, you know, I'm not sure what he's doing there, but she has her hand on his arm He's holding the sword. Your person is setting themselves free because we have this card. And it says you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation. So, I just feel like this. And it's next to choose a new direction. That's next to over here, happiness and abundance. Yeah, okay. Let's see what else we have for Sagittarius. And we have the Four of Swords. This is restoration and break. So you might have got this card yesterday, Sagittarius. Yeah, you might have. And this Four of Swords card talks about in your advice, this person's making a break to restore the situation with you. We see two women here, a very kind of angry woman in the back. And then we have the younger woman. We're not here to talk about age, no, because we're all ageless and timeless. Yeah, we are. But my point about it is that it's just talking about something kind of ending and somebody's unhappy. You can see she has a frown on her face. A smile is just a frown turned upside down, right? Yeah, and so, but she's frowning, and the other woman is happy and content looking off of the balcony. Yeah, and so there's two women here, it does look like. And your advice is that this person is breaking from somebody and they want to restore this with you. They do. And in your, let's see what else we have. Your environment is the moon here. And this is confusion, doubts. It could be fear. It could be the end of a cycle. The moon is kind of it's a big card that talks about, many things, but there is an end of a cycle here. A karmic cycle is ending and another one is to begin, but we're going to talk about that. Your hopes and fears, Sagittarius, is the Five of Swords reversed. So this is, you're hoping you're not going to probably maybe incur loss right here. Like, I don't want to lose this person. You could be, maybe you feel chaos and conflict. I feel like you don't want this person to feel chaos and conflict. You look like you are trying to protect this person. Like in a way, like spiritually like you don't want them to suffer. You want them to come kind of whole and emotionally well, something like that, right? You could be hoping to win. This could be about a victory and a defeat. I feel like it is because something's ending here. And something new will begin with the Ace of Shells, happiness and abundance. Yeah, and we also have, and paradise, right? Yeah, in your outcome, Sagittarius is the King of Swords, and he put the sword down. He's made his mind up for sure, and he's holding the bird. This is ready to launch for a new beginning. So, Sagittarius, a new beginning is coming for you, but let's look at your person's cards, and let's look at them very briefly here. Yeah, Where are these cards? Yeah. Okay, see what we got. So these little Chinese cards here, and here they are. And your person's first card, Sagittarius, is the Karma card. Yeah, let's have a look at karma. Because people have different, I feel like somebody from India was talking about it. You guys really don't know what karma is. It says you shall sow as you reap. Okay, it's kind of like justice, right? Rewards for those who put in the efforts. Let's see what it says. Most of your life, you've been searching for your life purpose. Yeah, some people don't even realize they're looking. They're just unhappy in their life and, oh, I'm really looking for my life purpose. Oh, geez, right? I'm not laughing. I'm just saying that once you realize that you are really kind of propelling yourself forward to a life of happiness, right? This card suggests that you are now very close to finding your purpose and meeting lots of soulmates and kindred spirits along the way. Transformation is taking place. Your person's going through some death and rebirth, yeah, in their life. And we have forgiveness, Sagittarius. Here's Buddha holding something, making an offering here of some type of, I'm not sure what it is, a tea or for a ritual or herbs, or I'm just not sure. But forgiveness sits in their crossing energy here. So forgiveness, they want forgiveness from you. They could be thinking that here, that with forgiveness, they will be able to return to their soulmate here with karma, right here. And, it also it could be challenging here because of death and rebirth. Yeah, and because they had to choose a new direction, whatever that means. Maybe they live in Israel, right, and they have to move here. Or maybe they live in Romania. I'm just, throwing countries out here, of course. And the Paradise card sits here for them. Let's have a look at Paradise, right? Paraíso. And this is daydreaming about a better life, castles in the sky, and escapism. This is what they are doing, Sagittarius. This person loves you, right? Yeah, try to look nice when they show up, but, you know, I don't know, Sagittarius, you know, if, you know, this person loves you no matter what. Yeah, they're just focusing on returning, right? And try to look nice. That's a very Venus thing, right? Yeah, that's my moon. We're going to end this reading. We're going to go to their extended. This will be a 10-card spread. And we're also going to have a tarot spread on them, right? We are. And the tarot spread will be what's unknown about them, how they feel about you, their current situation. Yeah, and we're going to see much about them. Let's see how they are viewing the situation. We'll pull one card on how they are viewing the situation. And we're going to see what action they're going to take. Let's see how they are viewing the situation. Wow, we're already into... And we have the King of Pentacles reversed. And these are not reversed. This is, maybe it's an earth sign. At the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups here. Yeah, and so let's see what else we have. This is how they're seeing it, a brand new beginning in love. And here's the Ace of Shells right here. So let's see here. And we have the Hierophant and the Nine of Swords. So they're worried about whether or not you're going to offer them forgiveness. This is how they see it here. Maybe they were married to somebody, the Hierophant. I feel like they're worried if you're still going to believe in this situation with the Hierophant there, right? And here's these two men here. He's praying to the, you know, to the Pope here. This person, maybe they're going to pray. They could be praying right now, Sagittarius. They could be, right? This lady's in bed here. That's when a lot of people pray, right? Yeah, and meditate and things like that at the end of their day. Thanks so much for watching. They're all super affordable. I have the link below in the description box. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.